What's up, folks? Jacob Rob AJ here. Today I'm here to do an album review. This album is entitled Cheese, and this is by Stromae. With this album, it was one that I came across, and it was also a recommendation as well. First, got to give a big shout out to the Melissa, who's provided so much information about this great artist, song titles, meanings of the songs. Featured 11 tracks, so I'm just going to go through track by track and share my thoughts on this album. Track number 1 is entitled Bienvenue Chez Moi. I definitely like the beat and also the chorus within the track. For this album, I thought it was a great intro. Track number 2 is entitled Quiero. This track, I like the keyboard in the intro of the track. It's mainly talking about being involved in a bad relationship, but loving a person so much that you can't let them go. Track number 3 is entitled Peace or Violence. From the moment I heard this track, I was definitely hooked to it. Definitely loved the chorus within the track. One that I had on loop from the start. Track number 4 is entitled Musique. It's mainly talking about music being his inspiration. We love the keyboard and also the heavy synths within the track. Love the chorus and also the vocal effects during the 3:10 mark of the track.
Mon shit, ma danse, ma weed, ma coke, mon speed, mon crack, ma musique, ma musique, ma musique, ma musique.
Track number 5 is entitled Alors On Danse, which in English just translates to So We Just Dance. The lyrics, I thought they really stood out when I was listening to the track. Just kind of break down words in the song and kind of say what it means to our culture. When we say study, it means work. When we say work, it means money. When we say money, it means spending. When we say credit, it means debt. And on the lyrics all throughout the song and kind of going back and forth in between words. And it definitely stood out with the way it was done within the track. This is one of the first tracks that I actually came across by him, and I love the saxophone at the 2-minute mark to the 2-minute and 14-second mark of the track. Track number 6 is entitled Summertime. Hands down my favorite track on this album. It was one that I felt myself going back to over and over again and just looping. Definitely thought it was one of those summertime anthems that you'll hear. Summertime, when you'll have the windows rolled down and have your sunroof up. It's definitely a song that you got to play loud. The beat will stand out. Pretty basic. He's just saying that it's summertime, but you know, when he's saying that over the beat, it just goes well together. Once it hits the 2:32 mark of the track and goes to the very end, I like how it's all instrumental and no vocals, and how everything was just kind of stripped down, and I was just vibing out to the end. Track number 7 is entitled Dodo. I thought the production was real good during the 3:10 mark of the track.
Enfin tu dormiras, Enfin tu dormiras,
Track number 8 is entitled Silence. From the moment this track started, I was definitely feeling the track. Started out with a great electronic dance vibe to it. I would say Silence, and then that's when it just kind of goes in. Track number 9 is entitled Cours. Translates out to I'm running. It talks about motivation. I definitely love the chorus within the track. It stood out. Kind of like the concept of the video, and he's kind of just running across town from the start. This is kind of saying you don't know where you're going or where you are, but everyone wants to be there. He's talking about somewhere in life and setting your feet there, but your soul only has access. All out, I thought it was a great song. It was one of my favorites on this album. Track number 10 is entitled House Hallelujah. The title alone stood out to me. The beat was okay. I thought the chorus stood out to me the most within the track. Track number 11 is entitled Cheese. This was the title track. Definitely starts out with a dark vibe and immediately caught my attention when I was listening to it. The 2-minute and 2-second mark to the very end, I definitely loved the production that was done. this was a great way to end the album. It was another favorite of mine on this album. Mainly talking about smiling in every situation, whether it's a good situation or bad situation. But overall, there were 11 tracks on this album. Definitely a great album by Stromae. I was definitely impressed with this album. I'm still comparing it to Racine Carey, and still trying to figure out which album I love more between the two. And I'm kind of starting to think I thought it would be the Racine Carey album, but this album has really won me over, and overall I like a lot more tracks that were done on this album. If you have this album, feel free to share your thoughts. What was your favorite track? What was your least favorite track? What was your favorite production that was done on this album? What do you think about him as an artist? But until next time, this has been Jacob Rob AJ, and I'll see ya.